Hello Libra, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower Energy Tarot for the week going from the 14th to the 20th of October. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Have you seen any of the energy updates? There's been a lot going on with the energies. I certainly have felt it over the last few days. Last couple of days. Friday started and then it went into Saturday. I think that's got to do with that geomagnetic storm that went through the earth. So started definitely feeling it yesterday, been feeling it today, and those changes of those energies you'll be able to see on the energy update on our channel. If you just go in there, and you'll be able to see the latest one that we've done on our channel there. We are going to be going into the energies later on after we've pulled a few messages from the Astroflower, and also did a tarot reading for the Astroflower. So we will then be going into the energies, seeing how it's playing in with your flower, with the elements and the petals and so forth on your flower for this coming week, as it were. And we're also going to pull some cards to sort of see how that incoming energy is really going to sort of like change things for you, or sort of where you can use it to your best ability, as it were. Okay, so without further ado, there will be questions as well. If you want to ask a question, Tanya is fielding the questions, because I've only got two hands, and I can't do everything, and thankfully Tanya is there to sort of field your questions and relay them to me. So we'll be doing that more at the end of the reading. So without further ado, let's just get into Libra. Let's bring up your flower. Okay. Yeah, here it is here. Sorry about this. There we go. Okay, so let's just have a look and feel what's going on with the energies, on the general energies going on here. As it plays out, there's a desire from within you, within your vibration here to, I haven't said happy birthday, have I? Gee whiz. Blimey, I get in a lot of trouble for that. Everyone having their birthday this week, happy birthday to you. I do apologise. Blimey. And I can understand this energy going out. That's where it comes from. It's sort of kind of going, why is it all flowing out like that? Oh, it's because it's their birthday. So your birthday is like your new year. It's the start of a whole energy cycle from within you. So yeah, this energy, certainly on your relationship side, it seems to be. It's like the floodgates are open, and you can allow your inner energy to flow out into the world, so you can connect your past, your future. You can engage in decisions according to your love life, or according to relationships that are around you, and it could be family, friends, and community, and so forth. But here it's more sort of it's not like you're taking control of the relationships, but what you are doing, or what the energy seems to be coming through, it seems to be a way of you are taking control over what you can control. So there is an engagement with energy, and the only thing that we can truly have 100% control over is the energy that we put out there. And how we engage with that energy as it comes back into our lives. And this is what it seems to be doing. On your relationship here, it seems to be as if like, the aspects that give you the control within the relationships for you. Not necessarily, as I say, not controlling anybody else. It's not like that at all. But there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of direction and urgency. Okay, on your financial sort of side, there's spikes in the future here, and these spikes within you are like ideas. It's a little bit like the Page of Swords in the way for me, and it's just like sparking ideas, or the Eight of Wands or something like that, and it seems to be really sparking the ideas here. And I think from within you, this could be a good week to examine, not necessarily put in place, but examine certainly ideas that come from within you that is accordance to your job, your business and your project, whatever you're doing. Okay, let's just put a few cards on that and see what's going on. I do believe I have my cards upside down, so I'm just going to turn them around the other way. See what's going on. Judgment. Look at that. That's your energy. It's like there is a huge amount of clarity that comes in here. This is the problem with using the green screen. You can't really see it. I do apologise. I'll keep it up there. You know, she's finding new heights from within her, and it seems like that is the flow of energy, as it were, sort of flowing out that way in the relationship side. But the vertical energy, so you get this horizontal energy, which is very emotional energy, and then you get the vertical energy, which is a lot more to do with our karmic path, what we're doing and everything like that. Very sort of masculine energy, you know, and within work and that sort of thing. You know, I'm not going to get into male and female. That'd probably be a bad thing to do. But what I'm saying is, in France, we associate masculine and feminine. I'm going to dig myself out of the hole now, aren't I? You know, we get male and masculine to everything. And regardless of what you think of, you know, it's not gender. It's not a gender thing, but it's like it's just an orientation of your energies. And this is a revelation for you within your financial side. That's where it gives you real vertical energy. That's what I'm talking about. Those spikes that are coming through you, but with the emotional side, it's sort of flowing out this way. This way. It's flowing out into your emotions. Let's just see what the actual sort of story is. Let's see what's going on with your karmic path here. This is flowing out as well. Everything seems to be in alignment. There's a lot going on, as if, you know, within the connections with the universe. So I think you really will enjoy socializing and being friends and just enjoying having a cup of tea, listening to people's stories and going, oh, really? Sort of thing. And I think it's, you know, it'll help you to open up as well, you know, and it bodes well, for the past relationships or the past things within yourself. It seems like there's a domino effect that's going on in relationship side here, and that is the future. There's a real sort of passion that comes out of this engagement that you can have at the moment with the world around you, and there's seriously nothing to lose here. There really is nothing to lose. There's no angst about this at all. But in the future self, it's a real fuzzy, warm feeling, got to say. On the lessons that come out of this week here. Venture. I asked I got venture out of it, as if to sort of like you go exploring. But I sort of ask, is it nothing ventured, nothing gained? And it's sort of kind of like, it sort of said, no, there's nothing really it's not a win and lose scenario here. It's more of a case of venturing out and opening up to, the energies, socializing, activities, meeting with people. And it's gonna help you to open up to maybe a one love, and this is what that sort of future thing is all about. And so let's see, on your karmic path here, you get the star and the star card, strength card, and the strength card is all about sort of like being true to your values and stuff like that, and the core sentiments of who you are. But not just that, it's also about sort of quelling all doubts. And I used to sort of say, and I haven't said it for a long time, and I'm very happy, that, you know, Libra, you tend to shoot yourself in the foot, which comes from a little bit of the indecision. And it's connecting the physical and the mental together through the emotions that sometimes can be a little bit daunting for you. So it could be making decisions difficult for you. And this is where you know, and that's where you shoot yourself in the foot. But this is not happening anymore for you. Look at that. 3 of Pentacles. With the connection with the universe here. This is good quality work from you. This is good quality work with other people. This is combining activities, physical activities, and it could be as much as having a cup of tea, and just it's really filling a space within the world that is around you, the life that is around you. And when you feel good, you know as well as I do, you can get, as you know, whatever you want. And from the past, you get the Seven of Swords. I don't get lying, cheating, scheming really with the Seven of Swords because I'm not really that way inclined. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes I'll get it more with the Devil card than with this card. You know, sort of like a little bit because I don't actually believe good and bad exists. But then that's my Taoist within me. If you want to read a book, go and read the Tao of Pooh, as in Winnie the Pooh. Absolutely brilliant. It will help you to understand that actually good and bad just doesn't exist. And this is more sort of a card for me from your past of being wise and playing true to you, but being wise about your past so you can, you can avoid complications in the future. And look at that. Look at what's just behind it. Look, the lion. It's just, and this is all to do with your judgment. This is all to do with you just utterly stepping into life in regards to relationships and emotions and so forth, and being very passionate about it, positive about it, really opening up to engaging in life, and really taking wrong card, sorry, really taking control over the situation. And taking power. That's what seems to be coming in the future. And that's where this warm, fuzzy feeling is. I think it comes into security and stuff like that. Oh, look, the cards are jumping all over the place. Yeah, I think it's all to do with a little bit with security and stuff like that. It makes you feel good. Look at that for socializing. Venture. That's what I said. Venture out. Enjoy. Make it a celebration. Make life a celebration. Why not? What have you got to lose? You know what I mean? That is a case of no venture, nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you do nothing, you're not going to do anything wrong. Yeah, sure, but if you do nothing, you're not going to do anything right either. You're neither going to be happy or unhappy. You're just not going to be. And so get out there. Don't worry about the rest of the world, man. That's the worst thing to worry about. But anyway, let's get on your financial side. I want to find out what these spikes are going on here. So it's on your karmic path here. I see like a glass staircase. It's almost like, and it's an invisible staircase. So it's like a leap of faith. I don't know if you've ever seen Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail or whatever it was, and to get across to the last section of the thing, there's an actual bridge, but it's painted it exactly like the cliffs behind, so you can't actually see it when you look at it. And he throws stones on it and he can see that there's an actual bridge to go across. And that's what a bit of leap of faith is. It's like this glass staircase that's sort of like, it's a mental concept that's been holding you back. And it's like there's something really coming in from the past there, and it's tied into the judgment here. And it's like something that maybe you might have forgotten about, or you might have been, you might have worked on some time ago, and it may even be still part of your work ethic or your job or your business and stuff like that. And all of a sudden it comes back round and it's slightly reformed, and that means you can sort of like, and it might be like you went for a job before and you didn't get the job. It wasn't quite right for you, and you probably weren't quite right for the job. But now this job has come back around and it's been repackaged. So it's actually a lot more appealing to you, and you're a lot more appealing to the company. So it's like something that comes out which sparks a lot of sort of, it's like this wizard hat almost, as if like you're pulling just ideas out of it. It's just ideas central. It's absolutely mad. So this week here is obviously applying a lot of your ideas and allowing your ideas to come to the surface and examine them. Don't necessarily buy into them, but examine them to sort of say, is that possible? Is that feasible? Okay? I think that's really good for you. Okay? On your karmic path, yeah, the Nine of Swords. I really didn't see that. That wasn't what was coming out of the karmic path. For me, personally, normally woes, worries and stuff like that. It may be a case here, and this is possibly what it can mean. Your karmic path is not necessarily the easiest of paths. So your evident path, when you look at life and there's possibilities, there's loads of possibilities, and eventually you look at all the possibilities and you sort of say, it's evident that I should be doing that. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's the easiest of paths, but it's going to be the most fulfilling. And I think this is a case here that almost it's within your karmic path to test a little bit your mettle, to test a bit, your idea of stress and strains and so forth, of how the world, how when you engage in the world, can you deal with the stress and stuff like that, or to find your stress limits, basically. And I think this is maybe, I think this is preparing you to get rid of all stress according to what you've been working with. Blimey, look at that. That's what it is. That's that glass ceiling. That's that glass sort of staircase there. We're on the financial side, so this is not, it's not really emotional in the sense of relationships and stuff like that. This is much more of a case of like, you tried to do something in the past and it might have felt bad that you didn't get the results. So you might have done a project in the past and you might be constantly saying to yourself, it was really bad, I should have, that really, and it really hurt you not to be able to do it. And it's coming back around. I think this is coming back around for you. That's what I think, more than anything else. And I think this is why you're going to be confronted with that Nine of Swords. And you've been patient about it. Turning negative into positive, night into day, that sort of thing. It's really transforming this section here, which is your connection to, networking, so sort of partners and stuff like that, people you work with and so forth. And it's sort of like, it's connecting that to the possible futures. And it's, going into these ideas and trying them out is going to test you a bit. And I think this is what it's going to test. And I don't think you need to worry, really. The amount of energy coming out of that Judgment card, I think this is where you're getting rid of it. And on your financial side, for your future here, this is the idea, the Six of Swords. I think what's happening is the mist is opening up for you about what I should do, what I shouldn't do within regards to your job or your business or your project. And that's been a question that you've been very patient about and umming and ahhing, should I be doing this, should I be doing that? And now you're sort of confronting those ideas. You're gradually getting onto calmer shores, much, much calmer shores for you. In your work and your sort of, in your work or your business or your project. It's a game of two halves here. These cards here are nothing like these cards here. But I know it doesn't look good, really. Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, Three of Swords. That's pretty heavy cards. But when you get revelation, when you get that judgment, you kind of go, oh yeah, this is what I've got to do. This is what I want to do. And if that's what you want to do, then yeah, you're going to be confronted with, have I got enough money? Do I know enough people? Do I have the clients in place? Do I have the suppliers in place? There's a lot of this sort of stress, I think, that's related to it. And I think you've got to confront it. And it's like kind of sort of saying to yourself, do I want to confront it again? I don't think you've got a choice. I really don't think you've got a choice. And I think if you let go of the idea that, okay, so it didn't work last time, therefore it's not going to work this time. That's what needs to be the change. And I think that's what the judgment is coming out of you on this card here, on the financial side. Look at that. What a turn up. This is it. This is your future. This is, I do believe on this card here, this Six of Swords here, you're taking yourself to calmer shores, and it's coming through a lot of ideas that you're provoking from within you into the world around you, and seeing what is possible. I think that's the most important thing. Or enacting the plan that you should have been putting in place in the last sort of 3 months before your birthday. Now your birthday's here. It's a new year for you. It's time to get on and do. Okay. So yeah, that's the reading here. I want to get into the energies, and I think knowing your elements within your flower, I think I know where this is coming from and why it's coming there. So let's just bring up. Let me just bring up the sun, as it were. There we go. Let's just bring that through here. Let's just have a look at what was going on with the energies. As I said, if you want to know more about the energies, the chakra sequencing, the messages from the earth and so forth, please do go and see the energy updates, and you'll be able to get a full lowdown on what's going on. Okay, so this is the sun that's been going over the past week. I'll just wait for it to reset. There was a big solar flare that went off there with a filament energy as well. Solar flares are fire and air energy. There's been a lot of air in the system. There is fire that is coming into the system that's making that air very sort of electric, which we saw in the early part of the week, especially with hurricanes. It's still there, and I think it's still going to be there for the next week, 2 weeks. So for hurricanes and stuff like that, be very attentive. Keep an eye on the energy updates. We will be talking about it on that. And the other part of it is the filament energy, which comes off on this section here, on that eruption. Now that's water energy. Now there's a lot more of them. You can see them coming there. These black rivers, or these darkened rivers that are coming through, and that's sort of water energy, and that connects a lot of things within the energy. It connects a lot of the elements that go between the solar flares, the wind and the fire, through to the earth energy. And there is a classic example which you might have seen here. This is the corona hole, so this is the earth energy that is coming through, and there is a lot of them. So the main two energies that are changing the system, and look at that eruption there. Did you see that? How that eruption of the filament energy initially then fires off, which is the water, then fires off the air and the fire, which then created more earth energy. So there's been a lot more sort of earth energy. So it's going to be mainly earth and water energy that's going to be coming through the system at the moment. Okay, let's just see how that is going to be affecting your flower. Let me just, I did have it earlier on. Where are you, Libra? I've now gone and lost Libra. Hello, Libra, where are you? There you are, blimey. I am not 100% with OBS at the moment, as you can well tell, but I'm getting there, slowly but surely. If you do have questions on anything on the reading, you can ask that at the end. So let's just see here what we got going on. The main thing we're talking about is earth and water. So you have this cardinal air that's coming through round you, and you are pure air. You're one of 4 pure signs. So there's Libra, there's Virgo, there's Aries, and there's Pisces. And you know, Libra has got the air energy, the mental energy. You're the sign that is very, very logical, very speedy in your logic and everything. But you do have a lot of earth in there, and there's a lot of earth combining with air. And this is about that whole idea of going and doing something, and this is possibly where the stress and strain is coming up through that reading with the 9 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and so forth. Because you can see here you've got this fixed air and fixed earth on your karmic path, on your sort of financial side. So it's an idea that you should be working on a plan that's very clear for you, but it's also in place very physically. So materialistically, contracts and stuff like that, you should really be concentrating on that sort of thing. Once that's all in place, then it's the roll of the dice and see how the business works. And that's what the stress could well be, coming from that. Sort of saying, everything's in place, I know how it should work. And when it doesn't work perfectly to what you anticipate, sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating, a little bit difficult. And that's what could cause the stress. So that's possibly what you need to be wary of. And we can see that earth energy is prevalent in all 3 elements. On the karmic path, on your relationship side, but that's more mutable, so it's a little bit playing. You can play with it a little bit, but with your connection there, you get the cardinal water with the cardinal air of yourself, and that gives you an emotional sort of direction. You know what you like when you're engaging in relationships around you. And then you have the cardinal earth and cardinal air on your financial side, so it gives you a direction. And these are where these ideas come from, really intuitive ideas. And it sort of plays up here is where you get your only bit of fire coming in on this side, so you get mutable fire in here and fixed fire in here. So as you're converting your ideas into your future, you're using that fixed fire to really sort of give it not pushing too hard on the accelerator, basically knowing how to play your passions in a way that's very, very constructive. On the relationship side, you can play a lot more. You know, you enjoy life, you enjoy fun, and etc. And I think that's where that comes from. The main two things that we want to be looking at is this fixed water that comes in from Scorpio, and you get that mutable earth that comes in from Virgo, the fellow pure sign. Okay, so it is a roll of the dice where you're going to have to play a little bit with the material world, the physical side of life, and that's where it's the stress comes in and kind of going, will it work and will it not work? I think it will do. If you're going for a job, I would definitely go for it at the moment, Libra. Let me just pull up the cards here, because what we're going to be doing is, let me just push these out of the way so you can see a little bit clearer the connections. This is this crossing point between the earth and the water. Let me just bring up some other cards, and we're going to be pulling a few cards here to see how this element or these energies will be affecting you. And I think the effects will be going right up through to Thursday, Friday, really, within the earth, because it comes from the sun, it vibrates to the earth and vibrates into you and me. Okay, so this is the overall message, as it were, from the energies that are coming in the world. Earth energy, Capricorn card, absolutely brilliant, of course, Capricorns. I am a Capricorn, so sorry about that. The best thing about the world card here is all about going into a new world, into a new dimension, traveling through a portal, as it were. But at the same time, the Earth card has all the elements that it needs. It has everything at its fingertips. Now, it's a good way for you to get it's like you walked into a new way of doing things, and everything is at your disposition. So you might use a lot more air in that new system than you do use other elements. And it's base, but you're starting at a base where you've got everything available to you. And I think that's what the energy that's coming in, that mutable earth and that fixed water, is sort of saying this is like a start of something new. And it depends on how you play with it. That mutable earth will depend on how you really push the elements that are within you. Do you push your emotional side, therefore your waters, or are you pushing your physical side? Is that the earth side, or your mental, the air side, or your passions, the fire side? And it's playing a little bit with that. And I think you've got the answer certainly on your relationship side. Look at that, on your relationship side. What is it bringing in for you? Absolute abundance. An abundance of what? Abundance of joy, by the looks of things. Really abundance of joy on your relationship side. I actually think there's a huge amount of joy on your financial side. This is where you just don't overthink it, Libra. That's one of the things here on the financial side. Maybe don't overthink it. And maybe this card that's coming in here from the energy that's coming in will highlight that. Look at that. The sun is bringing it to you. Happiness. I think there's a huge amount of happiness. I think what you've got to be wary of, because it's real. You're applying for this job. There's no pretending anymore. There's no should I, shouldn't I. It's now you're doing it. And, it should invigorate you enormously. It should make you feel really happy about life. Really, really happy about life. I think this energy that comes in is going to help you to put things into place financially, but also on your relationship side, which are concrete. Okay? Absolutely beautiful. Really good time for you. Just don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't overthink things, certainly not on your financial side. Just allow the ideas to come to the surface. Enjoy them. Examine them. See what's available. See what's good, what works for you. And then you can then push it a little bit. Do a bit more of investigation, sort of saying, what about that? How much money would I need for that? How much would I need, what do I need to do that? And stuff like that. And just give you a real sort of clarity within you. Not sure if there's any questions, because I'm not fielding the sort of any questions. I don't know if you got any questions. If you haven't got any questions, then you haven't got any questions. But, that's fine by me. I'm sure there may be questions afterwards in the comments and stuff like that. If you haven't seen the energy updates, please do go and have a look, because it'll give you a really good heads up on what's going on. And I'm going to do a special thing on the air thing as well, what's happening there. what's happening there across the globe because of this air energy that is being a very bustled and hustled by the other energies that are coming in. Oh, Francesca did say hi. Hi, Francesca. How you doing? Lovely to hear your comment. Absolutely fantastic. I will get it eventually sorted. Lovely to see you. I just want to have a quick look at what these ideas are. Just a birthday special to you. It's a Four of Wands that's coming out there. I just want to see if we can get an idea of what these ideas are taking you to. They are taking you to, look at that. You get the Four of Wands, you get the Emperor, and you get the Queen of Pentacles, right? On what is coming through, as I was saying, on the Six of Swords. It's in the future for yourself. And this is, this is going through a new paradigm. This is all to do with the world. This is bringing your plan together with the plan of someone else. And it's a celebration, like a marriage card in a way. That's what it seems to be going towards. And it seems to be tied into business and so forth. And then we got the Emperor card out of that, which works really well for you sitting in your power and controlling your physical environment, because that's what the Emperor does. The Emperor is sort of like, he has control over his empire through his physical aspect. The Empress has a control over her empire through her emotional aspect of life. And this is what you're going into. And you get the Queen of Pentacles as well, another Capricorn card. And this is like, you're knowing, you've planted a seed and you see the plant growing. You know how many tomatoes you're going to get off it roughly. So it's almost like money in the bank. And these ideas are bringing in some very good, solid returns for you. You just need to go a little bit through the stress. So there you go, Libra. Thank you very much. Next week, the live will be to do with Scorpios. So if you know of any Scorpios, do tell them. And that'll be on the Friday night next week. You'll get a notification if you're subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to go and see the energy updates. That's, very interesting, I think, personally. And I think a lot of other people find it interesting as well. I will see you there. Thank you very much for all the support you show for this channel. It's absolutely beautiful. Lovely to see. In the meantime, it's all for me left to say is, don't forget, life should be fun. So please